All right. We are back. Welcome back. Welcome back, my people. Oh, let me get comfortable. All right. Today we're going to talk about my fear of rejection and rejection as a whole. Now, we all know, because we all experience it, especially men. We experience this all the time where you go somewhere and you may have seen the most beautiful woman you ever seen in your life, right? Beautiful. I mean, you look at her and you got to take a double take. Just beautiful. And in your mind, you're like, God, I want to talk to her. I want to talk to her. I want to say something to her, but what am I going to say? And yeah, as a gentleman, yeah, there's so many things that can be said. Yes, you can just say, hey, how you doing? My name is such and such. But here's the truth. The truth is that in today's society, there are a lot of women, not all, but a lot of women that are literally rejecting men for fun. And what do I mean by that is, how many times, fellas, have you went to the club, a bar, or even anywhere out in public and seen a beautiful woman out with her homegirls, and maybe you got up the courage enough to walk up to her and her homegirls and try to start a conversation, and soon after that you get laughed out the building for what? Just saying hey, just saying hi, just saying hey, my name is this, that, and the third. It happens so much that now a lot of men, a lot of these black kings out here that the good women are searching for have become reserved because of the fact it is scary as hell to get rejected by a beautiful woman. Just hear me out. Just hear me out, women. Just hear me out, because it's scarier than you think it is, right? Because here we are, we done got up the courage to talk to you and say something. And then a woman is so used to being or coming in contact with assholes and idiots and ignorant fools and low lifes and all that type of stuff that she can't really differentiate, not right off the bat, she can't really differentiate what you're gonna be. Even if you come at her with respect, you gotta understand, fellas, that 100 guys before you came at her that exact same way and played her. Now, I'm not saying she dated 100 guys. That's not the point. That's not the point at all. But the point is that guys before you came and said the same thing and played her. So now she has become desensitized towards whatever positive things you're going to say, which is understandable. That is not her fault at all. At all. But it's kind of a double-edged sword, because here you have a good guy coming up that wants to be the one, or just wants to be somebody important to you. And then here you have a woman that has been played and is tired of it and has heard everything that you got to say and more. And I want to drop a jewel for the women out there. I want you to understand something. You'll never be able to differentiate a good guy from bad guy initially, because you have to understand the devil would never tell you he's the devil, right? And why I'm saying that is because let's go back when good guys were good guys and bad guys were bad guys. Now, if you visualize two men, one on one side of the street, another on the other. One is a gentleman, one is a player, right? Now, let's say for a long time, the gentleman was getting girls, the player was getting girls. But you got to understand, women are smart. the most intelligent beings on this earth. So after a while of being played, they get tired of it. They start to catch on. They start to understand the tricks, right? So then after a while, that player starts to get played out. And he no longer can get girls because they done caught on to all his tricks. So then he looks across the street and he sees the gentleman's game is working flawlessly. What you think he's gonna do? He's gonna adopt that game, right? So let's not be too surprised at the selection that's out there, because it's all a part of the game. So understand, for the women out there that are looking for good men, it's just very difficult for you. It's difficult to be a woman. It's difficult to date and be a woman, especially if you're a single mother. But I digress. Back to me. I have seen so many beautiful women, whether it be on social media, whether it be in person in grocery stores and driving down a highway, whatever the hell. I have seen women that are just, I'm just like, oh my God, I want to say something to her so bad. But the way my anxiety and fear is set up, nah, can't do it. Not finna reject me and have me out here looking crazy. It's not gonna happen. I can't do it. I can't do it. And I'm gonna be honest, because we have to be transparent here. That's the point of this page. Because of that, I have subjected myself to a life of isolation and contentment. Because of my fear of rejection, I have an astronomically less chance to meet my soulmate, because I'm not taking the chances or gambling as much as a person that doesn't have that insecurity. Right? Because there's men out there that freely just talk to women and just freely just approach groups of women. I can't do that. I can't. And it's crazy because I am an alpha male, dominant male man. And the only thing that scares me is black women. That's the only thing that scares me. Not scared of them as in like fear of them. I mean, I'm just in fear of initiating conversation because of the narrative and the perception of what's actually going on, the reality of it. I have been out to clubs countless times. I have been out to places countless times and seen good guys get treated like they are lower than the gum on the bottom of somebody's shoe. All because they just said hi. If all I said was hi, and I am met with, oh, you thirsty, da 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 da, and then all her homegirls is laughing. It's like, what does a man do with that? That is trauma that you are bringing upon that man. Now, don't get me wrong. All women don't do that. I have been very respectfully turned down by women before. I've had a woman tell me, oh, you know, you cute and everything, but I'm good. I just got out of a relationship. I'm good right now. Cool. I respect that 1,000 times more than a woman laughing at a man because he said hi, calling him thirsty. But it's crazy because it's always those ones that no, I can't say that. I can't say that. What I was about to say was, it's always those ones that give chances to the bad guys, but then dang near every woman I know runs into bad guys right now. So that's not true. All the good women that I know. So it's unfortunate that I have this insecurity. It's unfortunate that I can't just snap my finger and not have it, but it's here. And I wish I had the courage. I do. Because now it's one of those things where I look back and I'm like, oh man, that could have been a really great woman for me. But then again, I don't know that. I might have dodged a bullet, but then that's the real question. You never know unless you shoot your shot. Right? So I don't know. But I can think back to where all this stems from. It's like, even as a kid, you know, when you grow up a dark-skinned man in the hood, I started fighting at 9, 10 years old because kids were calling me Midnight and saying I was, you know, just making fun of my skin tone. And these were black kids. Even other dark-skinned kids were making fun of me. Ain't that crazy? Side note, though, it's funny how those same people be all woke now. I be looking at them like, I bet. But it's astonishing to me how far your childhood trauma carries with you. Because when I was a kid in elementary school, I remembered that, you know, the dark-skinned boys, nobody wanted to talk. The little, I mean, we was in elementary school, so we shouldn't be dating. But you know how it was back then. You know, people had crushes and things like that. All my light-skinned friends had, you know, girls crushing on them and everything like that. And me, I was looked at as, you know, I was always looked at as a big, strong guy or whatever like that. But it was never told to me that I was attractive. It was always the opposite. So that carried with me for years. And I don't think that no more. I don't think I'm an unattractive person. I happen to think I am very handsome and very debonair, don't you think? No, but it carried with me for so long, and it's just ridiculous at how it affects everything around it, right? So that me being made fun of for my skin color, me not being the number one choice in elementary school and middle school, you know, in high school was a lot better. But anyway, it carried so far, and it just turned into, oh, well, I'm not going to approach, you know, that group of women over there so they can laugh and, you know, nah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Because let's be honest here. Most women, let me not say that either. I don't want to generalize anybody. Some women are, a lot of women are in love with what they see on TV that they're infatuated with. Meaning the Chris Browns, the Drakes, the Idris Elbas, the Morris Chestnuts. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of women are in love with that. And I'm not that. And if you can't match up to what they are infatuated with celebrity-wise, they ain't trying to rock with you. Because women look at their partner as a bragging right, and men do too in some cases. I hate what I'm saying because I feel like I'm generalizing, and I really don't want to do that, because it's a lot of good women out there that just want to be loved. I ain't ran into them though. I ain't ran into none of them. And I don't know. But it's hard. It's hard for a honest, transparent man that is a alpha male, a dominant man, a provider and protector through and through. It's very hard to date because in this society, dark-skinned men are shunned. Not only that, but dominant men are shunned because we're in a feminist age where a lot of the women are, oh, well, I could do everything by myself. And I mean, if you want to know my opinion on that, I've done plenty of videos on it when I first started this thing. So it's very difficult. It's It's very difficult to get somebody to accept who I am as a person and get to a person that's attracted to dark-skinned black males, a person that's attracted to black males in general. There is a lot of women that won't even date black men anymore. They only date white men. Again, I'm not saying all, but there are a lot of them. And vice versa. For men, there's the same thing, but we ain't talking about that right now. We ain't pointing fingers right now. But the fear of walking up to a beautiful woman and getting rejected, it would make a lot more sense if I was saying something ignorant or disrespectful. But when you're a man that, you know, you get up the courage to say something nice and you're met with hostility or aggression, it's confusing and it's just mind-boggling, you know. But this is the world that we currently live in, and I'm not sure when I'm gonna get over this thing. I don't know. I have no idea. It's hard. It's hard because I know there's a lot, millions of men that feel the same way. You know, they go out, they may go to the grocery store, they may go to church, they may go take their kids out somewhere, wherever. They may go to the park, they may go wherever they're going, and they see a beautiful woman sitting there by herself, and it's just like, man, that could be something. But you can't do it because it's like the thought of that rejection is like, that's gonna ruin my whole day. I can't like, nah, maybe next time. It sucks, man. You know, I would love to hear some opinions from other men that have gone through this type of thing or that feel this type of way. But I do see it a lot, you know, and I feel bad for the good women that are out there because we never meet each other. Like, the good women and the good men don't meet each other until the last second when either one of us are about to give up on dating, period. And then by that time, we most likely pass up on each other because we're fed up and we just can't see. We literally emotionally and physically cannot see the positive in what you're talking about. Like, it sounds good, but I can't risk it. And that's the thing. Like, life is a bitch, man. Life is a bitch. Like, in life, you have to gamble. And if you gamble 9 times out of 10, you're going to lose. But that 1 time out of 10 is going to be the best thing ever. And that's the sucky part, because you know you're going to lose most of the time, but you're also missing the chance at winning. I don't know. It's crazy because I also believe that women shouldn't approach men. Men should approach women. So it's like me saying, I see that beautiful woman over there. I want to say something to her, but I'm not going to. But I know she's not going to approach me because I ain't no celebrity. Nowadays, a woman is only approaching a man if he's some type of celebrity. And I ain't. So it's very difficult. It's very difficult. But I hope that one day I will be able to get up the courage, because I think that'd be a great story, don't you think? It'd be a great story that if I one day got up the courage to approach a woman and it just freaking sparks flew with that fairy tale shit, right? That shit don't happen and it ain't gonna happen. That's crazy. That's crazy. But this is my life. Like, I am a man that has chosen a path of being a provider and protector without having somebody to provide and protect for. And it sucks because I feel like my life is meaningless without that. What is a man's life without providing and protecting a family? What is it? I don't feel like a man's life has value until he has a family to provide for. And that may be a crazy thought. I don't know, but that's what I believe. How do you... Because at the end of the day, that's all a man has, is provide and protect. We are here as servants to our women physically. Meaning, I am here to protect you, provide for you, fight your wars, make sure there's not too much weight on your shoulders, and lead us to the promised land. Whatever that may be. And when you don't have someone to share that with, it's like, well, what's the point? What am I doing all this for? And you just got to keep pushing forward. You got to keep going. Because if you don't, it's just, you'll fall into this abyss. This deep abyss of just nothing and laziness and procrastination and contentment and excuse me. That's not good. So until the higher power blesses me with a queen that will understand me and take the time to be a part of my life in a way that she cannot be replaced, I will do me. And I will build an empire so that one day when she comes, I will be able to bring a golden, diamond encrusted platter for her. You know, and when a woman asks, what do you bring to the table? You know what I tell her? Oh, let me get close up on y'all. I tell her, I am the table. I'm such a fool. But I'm for real, man. A man only has 1, 2, maybe 3 purposes. And they are all in servitude of a family. A woman is God. A black woman in particular is God. The original woman. She is everything that I cannot be. It's too bad that I do not have the courage to talk to her. You know, but one day I'll get there. One day I'll get there. And one day I'll meet her, and then I'll look back on this video and be like,
all my life I've barely spoken. Your words have been so broken. I've been under your hypnosis. Why did I sip that potion? I'm so done with holy ghosting. My birth, it is an omen. Lay me down up in the ocean until you see no motion. Right now I can barely focus. I'm showing no emotion.